One of the unique things about the Krya skin and hair care range is that we only use the formats mentioned in the Ayurvedic text. Now these formats are the churnam, which are herb powders, the lepas, which are herb powder masks, and tailas, which are oils. Now we do not manufacture as a policy soaps or shampoos or moisturizers, etc. Now these formats are not mentioned in any of the Ayurvedic texts. Now a question that many people could ask, and this is a very logical question, is that weren't the Ayurvedic texts written 5,000 years ago? Surely there were no modern formats like soaps or shampoos then. So perhaps the Acharyas did not have the requisite knowledge to include those formats in their recommendations? Well, not really. And to understand that, we must go back not just 5,000 years ago, but millions and millions of years ago when Ayurveda actually emerged. Now, there's a common misconception here, and this is the important point to understand in this video, is that the Ayurvedic texts were either discovered or invented or written by a group of people. That's not so. The Ayurvedic texts, which form a part of the Vedas as an Upaveda, were actually in the form of divine revelations. Now, this might be a little hard or kooky to wrap your head around. It took me many, many years to wrap my head around this, but it's not actually written down or thought of by a person or a human being. Ayurvedic instructions are in the form of divine revelations, and sage Vishwamitra in the Valmiki Ramayana tells this to Lord Rama, that in a very, very ancient time, in the Satya Yuga, the churning of the ocean happened between the Devas and the Asuras. And in the churning of the ocean, first goddess Mahalakshmi came, and then after another 1,000 years of churning the ocean with the Mount Mandara, the Lord Dhanwantri emerged, and he is called as the embodiment of Ayurveda. And with him, in the churning of the ocean, came the Ayurvedic knowledge. So you understand that millions and millions of years ago, Ayurvedic knowledge emerged, and this knowledge is perfect knowledge. It is valid in all times and at all times and for everyone. So this is not a replaceable body of knowledge or something that we corrected or something that we improved upon. It's perfect, complete knowledge which is valid now and will be valid millions of years later as well, because it's fundamental to how the human body works. So there are two reasons why we don't manufacture modern formats like soaps or shampoos at Krya. The lesser reason is that these formats like soap and shampoo are bad for you and bad for the environment. But the more important reason is that we have to understand that Ayurvedic knowledge is already a perfect body of knowledge. It can't be improved upon. We don't have to reinvent the wheel. We can actually take this and apply it for our benefit as was intended by the Acharyas. So at Krya, we also understand, and many times consumers ask that, but how do I know that this Ayurvedic knowledge works? So this is what we have to say. In the Ayurvedic text, you will not find many reasons why. You will be given these instructions, but the reason why may not be explained clearly. But in the last many years of personal experience and working with hundreds of consumers, we've seen that you can experience the Ayurvedic benefits exactly as the Acharyas have mentioned in the text. And that's the reason why we can continue to stick with these formats with great conviction. So I hope that this video gave you an insight into why at Krya we stick only to the authentic formats like taila, churna and lepa mentioned in the Ayurvedic text, and don't stray outside of what's given in the textbook and manufacture modern formats. Thank you for watching this video.